the gate. And they're racing. Wild Zor comes out fast with Let the Lil Girl Dance, and Lil Miss Turbulent Interest in Your Eyes dives to the inside, and Look Some is also going Wild Extreme outside. JV Toast to victory. Look Some coming best of all. Look Some is one, beating out Flaccid. To complete the lineup in the gate. And they're racing Sweet Joe along with KC Rikers Prospect, Mountain Mist along with All About Eve, and All About Eve gets to the front. Mountain Mist racing second, Broken Arrow in the pink cap racing third. Casey's Rikers Prospect between runners, Sweet Joe advancing from down at the rail, then another 3 lengths back to Glock Scowl. Loco de Gata and the early trailer is Mr. Thirsty. Broken Arrow at the top of the stretch, All About Eve and Sweet Joe on the inside. Just in behind that one is Mountain Mist and KC Rikers Prospect. It is Broken Arrow getting the advantage past the 16, and it's going to be Broken Arrow and Nakia Teeter drawing away at the end to win by 4. KC's Rikers Prospect for second, Sweet Joe for and they're racing the favorite. Magical Chick broke a little bit outward at the start. Dirty Jan Boy is heading for the early lead. Wild Brandy's Delight and Bruo's Spirit is right there. Then Mag Attack and Dancing with Royalty. Dancing with Royalty. Wild Brandy's Delight and Bruo's Spirit dancing with royalty. Looks to be Wild Brandy's Delight. In the gate. And they're racing a quick start from Papa's Tribe, who opens up quickly over RR Blue Duck. Then it's Quick Creek. And then in behind that one is Quick Key Corona, and then VVR Straight Arrow. VVR Straight Arrow coming at Papa's Tribe. Papa's Tribe. Papa's Tribe coming. And they're racing in the Wyoming Downs Young Ford Derby. And Divery comes out well along with Casey Spirit, favorite Buddy BC. And here comes Kissin' Perfect. It is Kissin' Perfect going. Divery has won the Wyoming Downs Young Ford Derby. In the gate. And they are racing, and all of them come out to a good beginning. Bourbon and Waters showing good early speed along with Restless Rambler and Tulsa Time. And right there is Lighted Vessel. These are the first 4. Sunday Funday racing in 5th, 3 lengths off the lead. Another 3 lengths back to the gray Colonel Punch. Outside of that one is Royal Joker, and the last one is Red Frost. 5/16 of a mile to go, and it's Restless Rambler and Tulsa Time. Sunday Funday in the pink cap on the extreme outside. Bourbon and Water looking for a racing room just in behind that one. And Lighted Vessel getting a good run at the rail. And they straighten away at the lane. Tulsa Time, Lighted Vessel, Sunday Funday, Bourbon and Water to the extreme outside. Tulsa Time keeps on going. Tulsa Time and Adrian Ramos to win it by 2. Royal Joker for second. Looks to be lighted vest. And they're racing. Hear Me 4. Roar came out very fast along with California Bling, and now California Bling going to take over from Hear Me Roar. Irish Prancer down at the rail, saving ground in third. Princess Amanda's up there on the far outside in the orange cap. Just in between runners here is Swang Lassie is fifth, some 3 lengths off the lead. A gap of another 3.5 lengths back to O'Neill's Legacy, who's joined by Princess Jaylene. Those two are the trailers. They're approaching the top of the stretch, and it's California Bling. California Bling over Hear Me Roar. But here comes Irish Prancer getting a good run on the inside. And the Los Alamitos Invader, Irish Prancer, takes on over as they come down to the final furlong. Hear Me Roar is back racing in second. Just in behind that one is California Bling. It is Irish Prancer from Hear Me Roar. Hear Me Roar coming back. Irish Prancer to hold on. Hear Me Roar for second. Clavichord has gone in. Set for the start. And they're racing. Peaceful Waters is showing good early speed. Extreme outside is Clavichord. Street and Sour coming through Fleet Ridge, and He's a Doozy. A firing line up front, 3 lengths back to Baron Song. Up alongside is Warren's World. In the orange is Harbor Thunder, another 2 lengths back to Chuck Nasty. Here is Moonshine Time, the blue, some 8 lengths off the lead. And then Clavichord is the trailer. 3.5 furlongs left to go. He's a Doozy over Fleet Ridge. Street and Sour down at the rail, and Harbor Thunder going extremely wide here on the far outside. Here is a race for the far turn is Peaceful Waters. So they come to the top of the stretch. He's a Doozy. Fleet Ridge. Peaceful Waters backing up is Street and Sour. Coming on from behind is Baron Song. Warren's World. Extreme outside is Chuck Nasty. They straighten away in the lane. It's Fleet Ridge and He's a Doozy. These two doozing battle. He's a Doozy getting the lead. Chuck Nasty closing along with Warren's World. Warren's World coming. Warren's World. Tight photo. Warren's World and He's a Doozy hit the wire together. And they're racing a little bit slow to get going with Stormy Lux. Hot Jammies was out very fast into stride with Cream Puff Reaper. Rockin' Maria's racing in third, and Stormy Lux racing back, racing in fourth. Here is Adios Muchachos in fifth, 4 lengths off the lead. Then comes She's a Delight just in front. It's Super Annie down at the rail is second to last, and another 4 lengths last to Draw Me. Middle of the far turn, and they're chasing Hot Jammies. Is opened up by 2.5. Rockin' Maria is racing in second, and Cream Puff Reaper is racing in third. Adios Muchachos is running in fourth. She's a Delight going to be hooked out wide. Then we come back to Stormy Lux. Coming on from behind is Draw Me, and Super Annie is last, and they are homeward bound. And now Rockin' Marie has taken the lead. Rockin' Marie from Cream Puff Reaper. Adios Muchachos coming on late with Draw Me. It's going to be Rockin' Marie to beat out Adios Muchachos in the gates. And they're racing. Top of the Rock was out very fast and now dropping back right shortly after the start with Buck Owen to his last. Cerebro joining Top of the Rock for the early lead. We call him Doc. And coming through is Bray Bray. These are the first four. Brutal Business racing in fifth. Bango for Bucks joining down at the rail was in sixth within 4 lengths of the lead. Then we come back to Ready for Storm. Just in behind that one moving is River Tibber in the turquoise and Paco's Pico. And dropping out last is Buck Owens, who dropped back shortly after the start. The field coming towards the quarter pole, and it's still Bray Bray and Cerebro. These are the two at the top of the stretch that turn from. Just in behind that one, Brutal Business. Down at the rail, just in behind that, Bango for Bucks. Extreme outside, Top of the Rocks. Coming down to the final 16th, it's still Bray Bray. Cerebro, and here comes Top of the Rock and Bango for bucks down at the rail. Cerebro, Top of the Rock, Top of the Rock, Top of the Rock beating Cerebro at the wire. Brave racing. Monarcho's Dream, the gray, has come out very fast along with Non-Toxic. The two from the outside both right and solo now to join them. And now there's three in a line. Here's Euro tracking, one from the inside, and down at the rail there is Disco Dancing. Brannigan is 6 4 lengths off the lead. Then we come back another 3 to alternate time. On the outside of that one there is Cupcake Cowboy. And the last one is Brookie's Tap It. The field racing for the far turn, just out of 3 furlongs left to go. And it's Disco Dancing down at the rail. Up between them is Ride and Solo, and Monarcho's Dream is right there going 3 wide, and Monarcho's Dream, the gray, at the top of the stretch is the one to beat, and Monarcho's Dream turns from Disco Dancing. Battling back, Ride and Solo is tired. Just in behind that one is Brannigan. They're coming down to the final 16. Disco Dancing and Monarcho's Dream. Monarcho's Dream's got the upper hand. Monarcho's Dream and Jimmy Coates going to win by 2. Disco Dancing first, second. Brannigan ran third. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wyoming Downs here on closing day of the 2025 racing season. At this time, to honor America, we'd ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we now have the scratches and changes for today's upcoming 11 race closing day program. If you'd please turn your programs to today's first race. In the first race, an overweight on number 1, Quickie on the Beach, is 2 pounds overweight. Number 3, Modified Moves, plus 6 pounds. Number 4, KC Big Splash, plus 5 pounds. Scratch number 5, DS Separate. Number 5, DS Separate, scratched out of today's first race. And overweight on number 6, Hotfoot Bixby, 4 pounds overweight. Number 7, Jezebel, plus 2 pounds. A rider change on number 8, Micah's Flash and Make the Jockey, CJ Ben. CJ Ben, the new jockey on number 8, Micah's Flash, and in today's first race, 4 pounds overweight. Number 9, Pursuit of Indian, 2 pounds overweight. And number 10, CD Rockin' the Frost, is 3 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's second race. In the second race, an overweight on number 2, Chill It Hang, is 2 pounds overweight. Number 5, Sweet Candy Jess, plus 2 pounds. Number 6, Sentosa, plus 6 pounds. Number 7, Billy Sweet Dynasty, plus 5 pounds. Number 8, Pretty Girl's Dream, plus 4 pounds. And number 10, Nip It in the Bud, is 4 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's third race, the only change here in the third race will be a jockey to be announced on number 1, Gettin' Too Crazy. Again, a jockey to be announced on number 1, Gettin' Too Cozy, in today's third race. If you please turn your programs to today's fourth race, the fourth race is sponsored by Murdoch's. In race 4, an overweight on number 3, UD Golden Boy, plus 1 pound. Number 5, Blazin' Cowgirl 123, plus 2 pounds. A rider change on number 6, Steph Ann. Make the jockey Juan Carlos Rivas. Juan Carlos Rivas, the new jockey on number 6, Steph Ann. In today's fourth race, weight remains the same. And finally, number 8, Version T, is 4 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's fifth race. The fifth race is the first of 3 features on today's afternoon program. It's the Wyoming Downs Futurity. This buckle sponsor, Woods Farm, with a purse of $235,750. In race 5, an overweight on number 1, You Got Lit Up, plus 4 pounds. Number 2, Dulce Cubata, plus 5 pounds. Number 3, Bob Speedy St. Jess, plus 4 pounds. Number 4, IB Popping, plus 2 pounds. Number 6, CGR Crooked Cowboy, plus 4 pounds. Number 8, Sharp Dressed Man 36, plus 2 pounds. Number 9, Freedom, plus 4 pounds. And number 10, He's Gifted, is 2 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's sixth race, the overweights here in race 6, number 1, Can't Want That, plus 7 pounds. Number 3, Gonzaga Bay, plus 1 pound. And number 8, Screaming Virginia, is 7 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's seventh race. In the seventh race, an overweight on number 1, River Affair, 7 pounds overweight. A scratch in this race, scratch number 4, Miss Hot Rod. Number 4, Miss Hot Rod, scratched out of today's seventh race. If you please turn your programs to today's eighth race, the eighth race sponsored by United Tote. In race 8, number 3, Gunpowder, plus 2 pounds. Number 4, Tall, Dark, and Thirsty, plus 2 pounds. Number 6, Fast Sophia, plus 7 pounds. Scratch number 8, Impulsive Storm. Number 8, Impulsive Storm, scratched out of today's eighth race. And finally, an overweight on number 10, Latest Attraction, 6 pounds overweight. If you please turn your programs to today's ninth race. The ninth race is the second of 3 features on today's afternoon card. It's the Wyoming accredited 2-year-old thoroughbred stakes. In race 9, scratch number 2, Majestic Lace. Number 2, Majestic Lace, scratch out of today's ninth race, the Wyoming accredited 2-year-old thoroughbred stakes. An overweight on number 3, Pleasure Ride, plus 7 pounds. Number 4, Text It To Me, plus 7 pounds. And number 8, EB First Wise Curling, is 3 pounds overweight. In today's 10th race, an overweight on number 2, 30-Minute Mass, plus 1 pound. And number 8, Wins It Well, is 2 pounds overweight. Today's 11th race is the season finale, the Au Revoir Stakes, the third and final stakes on the afternoon card. In race 11, number 2, Onos Man, plus 3 pounds. Number 5, Scratchy Apache, plus 1 pound. Number 6, Tag Me, plus 2 pounds. And number 7, Lovely Lola, 5 pounds overweight. Those are all these scratches and changes on today's 11 race closing day program. Main track listed as fast. Post time for the opening race is in 27 minutes at 1:05. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please in this upcoming first race. A new rider change on number 8, Micah's Flashin'. The new rider is David Alvarez. David Alvarez, the new jockey on number 8, Micah's Flashin', in this upcoming first race, 2 pounds overweight. Number 5, DS is Hotfoot Bixby. This gelding making his debut for Colton Van Tassel. Clay W. Van Tassel is the trainer. The rider is Daniel Carrillo. Number 7 is Jezabel, owned by Mike and Brett Herringfeld. Conditioned by Travis Lust. The jockey is Kayvon Serrano. Number 8 is Micah's Flashen, owned by Elias Virgin, trained by Crystal Butterfield. The new rider is David Alvarez Jr. Number 9 is Pursuit of an Indian, the last of 3 making their debut, owned by Elkhorn Stables Incorporated. Farrell Christopherson does the training. The rider is Cash Ramey. And number 10 is CD Rockin' the Frost, owned by Dan and Carolee. Conditioned by Ramiro Fragoso. The jockey is Jaden Iron Eyes. Overweights here for race 1. Number 1 is +2. Number 3 is +6. Number 4 is +5. Number 6 is +4. Number 7 is +2. Number 9, Pursuit of an Indian, +2 pounds. And number 10, CD Rockin' the Frost, 3 pounds overweight. Race 1 offers win, place, show, $1 exacta, 50-cent trifecta, 10-cent superfecta, $1 daily double here on races 1 and 2, and the 50-cent pick 5 on races 1 through 5. A field of 9 with the scratch of number 5, DS Separate. They will go 300 yards. Post time is in 4 minutes at 1:05. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 2 minutes, 2 minutes to post time. Ladies and gentlemen, please note there will be no 50-cent pick 5 here on races 1 through 5. So there's no 50-cent pick 5 here on races 1 through 5. Also, please note in race 5 there will be no 10-cent super high 5 wagering. No 10-cent super high 5 wagering in today's 5th race. And there will also be no 50-cent super high 5 wagering in the 11th and final race. And they've reached the starting gate. It's post time. Set to load them in for the first of 11 races here on closing day of the 2025 racing season out here at Wyoming Downs. 3-2 on number 2, Big California Lou. Now it's gone to 6-5, 9-2 on number 4, KC Big Splash. Third choice in the wagering at 7-1 is number 7, Jezebel, who's been bet down from the 15-1 morning line. Here is Modified Moves, the first of 9 to load here. Up next is KC Big Splash. Here is Jezebel. The first time starter, Quickie on the Beach. They've loaded Modified Moves, but jockey Cesar Moreno's out of the saddle. Here is Micah's Flashin'. Here's Big California Lou, the favorite. 3 behind the gate, Hotfoot Bixby, the gelding making his debut. The other debut, Colt Pursuit of an Indian, has gone in. 1 behind the gate, CD Rockin' the Frost. The only gray. Jockey Cesar Moreno back in the saddle aboard number 3, Modified Moves. CD Rockin' the Frost has gone in, set for the opener on closing day out here at Wyoming Downs, and they're racing. Quickie on the Beach broke inward at the start, and here's Big California Lou and KC Big Splash, and Micah's flashing. Big California Flu, KC Big Splash, Micah's flashing has won it over Big California Lou. Jezebel ran third, KC Big Splash was fourth. Ladies and gentlemen, the photo sign on the board after race 1. Please hold all tickets. The unofficial results are 8, Micah's to number 2, Big California Lou, third to number 7, Jezebel, and fourth to number 4, KC Big Splash. 8-2-7-4. Results still unofficial. Please hold all tickets until it's declared official. Race one, 827 unofficial here. One. And now returning to the winner's circle, the winner here in race one, number 8, Micah's Flash and 2-year-old Sorrel Filly by Zoom and Moonflash out of Cruz and Lacey. She's owned by Elias Virgin. The winning trainer is Crystal Butterfield. The winning jockey is David Alvarez Jr. Micah's Flashin' bred in Wyoming by Rick H. Helsted. Micah's Flashin' covering the 300 yards here in 15.955 seconds. The $1 exactly on 8-2 returns $54.30. 50-cent trifecta 827, $118 even. 10-cent superfecta 8274 returns $52.19. We now move on to today's second race. In race 2, number 2, Chill It Hang plus 2 pounds. Number 5, Sweet Candy Jess plus 2 pounds. Number 6, Sentosa plus 6 pounds. Number 7, Billy Sweet Dynasty plus 5 pounds. Number 8, Pretty Girl's Dream plus 4 pounds. And number 10, Nip It in the Bud, 4 pounds overweight. Post time for the second race in 21 minutes at 1:33. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you here to the closing day of the 2025 racing season out here at Wyoming Downs. During the afternoon, we invite you to visit the Wyoming Downs gift shop that is located on the lower level of the grandstand on the north side. Again, today t-shirts are buy one, get one free, and select items are 40% off, and we have the half price table. You can also get the Railbirds winner sheets are available for no charge, again, at the Wyoming Downs gift shop. It's got comments and selections on every runner, including exacta, trifecta, superfecta boxes, and daily doubles. Again, those are free of charge at the Wyoming Downs gift shop. And then we'd also like to know we are going to have the gun raffle after the 10th race, so please drop your entries off at the Wyoming Downs gift shop again. The entries, the tickets for the raffle after the 10th race, please drop your tickets off before the 10th race. Again, before, because we'll be having that after the 10th race, the gun raffle. Again, please send those raffle tickets to the gift shop. You can drop them off there. We have 4 vendors on track this afternoon. 4 of them are on the lower level of the grandstand. The first being H&D Jewelry. They sell handmade Navajo jewelry. And then we have 3 vendors on the south end of the grandstand on the lower level. The first being Threads and Turquoise Treasures. They have Western fashion, stunning turquoise jewelry. You can come see Mary and Bethany at Threads and Turquoise Treasures. The second vendor on the south end of the grandstand is JT's Confections. They sell all types of freeze-dried candy. You can try some of their exclusive spicy Skittles. And the third and final vendor on the south end of the grandstand is Liberty Lapidary Arts and Jewelry. They sell high quality cabochons. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, new this year at Wyoming Downs, we have a new simulcast area on the mezzanine level, which is on the second floor of the grandstand inside on the north side. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are simulcasting Del Mar, Saratoga, Woodbine Thoroughbreds, Gulfstream Park, and Ellis Park. All five of those tracks. You can bet on these tracks, including the live races today here at Wyoming Downs. Ladies and gentlemen, please note in the second race, number 5, Sweet Candy Jess is 4 pounds overweight. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to visit the Wyoming Downs gift shop. You can get the Railbird winner sheets, get into the raffle, again, for the gun, which will be held after the 10th race. And then also get your Railbird winner sheets. And then we invite you to visit those 4 vendors. And then we have the simulcasting going on this afternoon. And then we have the 3 stakes races highlighted by the Wyoming Downs Futurity, which will go as race 5 with a $235,750 purse. And then we will have the season award presentations at the end of the day for the top owner, trainer, and jockey for the quarter horse and thoroughbreds. And we hope you enjoy the final day of racing out here for the 2025 season out here at Wyoming Downs. The horses for today's second race now coming on the track. Race 2, a quarter horse allowance for 2-year-olds. Introducing the field here for race 2. Number 1 is MISC, owned by Trenton Woods and Lynn Coates, trained by Just Matt. The rider's Jacob Cardenas. Number 2 is Chill It Hang, owned by Mike and Kathy McNeven, trained by Joe Davis. The rider is Julian Zavala. Number 3 is Damn Straight, owned by Shannon R. Demler and J.D. Lindsay, conditioned by Jimmy Coates, conditioned by Drew Hall. The rider is Jimmy Coates. Number 4 is Cowboy Cadillac, owned by Bill Dones, trained by Josh Taylor. The jockey is Luis Valenzuela. Number 5 is Sweet Candy Jess, owned by Bill Dones, trained by Josh Taylor, both the owner and trainer's second entrant in the race. The rider is Brian Juarez. Number 6 is Santosa, owned by Hemsley Ranch and Lance Hemsley, trained by Brett Vickery. The rider is Cesar Moreno. Number 7 is Billy's Sweet Dynasty, owned by Bill Dones, trained by Josh Taylor. That's their third entrant as owner-trainer. Jockey is Christian Reyes. Number 8 is Pretty Girl's Dream, owned by Chris Peterson, trained by Kylie Valenzuela. In the saddles is Zeus Valenzuela. Number 9 is Secret of the Con, owned by Larry and Joyce Mower, trained by Joe Hadley. The jockey is Minor Arana. And rounding out this full field of 10, number 10, Nip It in the Bud, owned by Jerry Chapman, trained by Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's fourth entrant in the race. The rider is Jose Olivo. Race 2 offers one place show, $1 exacta, 50-cent trifecta, 10-cent superfecta. Starts the $1 daily double here on races 2 and 3. A full field of 10 2-year-olds to go, 330 yards. Post time is in 3 minutes at 1:33. The horses are approaching the starting gate. And they've reached the starting gate. It's post time. Set to load them in here shortly for the second race out here at Wyoming Downs. 5-2 on number 4, Cowboy Cadillac. Winning his last start. Second choice in the wagering at 7-2 is number 2, Chill It Hang. Winning his last start here at Wyoming Downs. Third choice in the wagering. Now going to 5-2 also is Pretty Girl's Dream. So both Pretty Girl's Dream and Cowboy Cadillac both at 5-2. Pretty Girl's Dream ran a neck behind Chill It Hang. So Billy Sweet Dynasty. Sentosa has gone in along with MISE. Here is Chill It Hang. Billy Sweet Dynasty. Up next is going to be Damn Straight. Here is Pretty Girl's Dream. And now we have a lost rider. Cowboy Cadillac has lost the rider in behind the starting gate and is running loose down the stretch. And we are going to have a delay here in race 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Late scratch out of this second race. Scratch number 4, Cowboy Cadillac by order of the stewards. For getting loose in the post-parade subject all win, place, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta. There'll be a consolation daily double if you correctly selected. Number 8, Micah's Flashing to number 4, Cowboy Cadillac. Again, a late scratch here for getting loose in the post-parade of number 4, Cowboy Cadillac. Cowboy Cadillac has been caught by the Outriders near the front of the chute. Going to be a slight delay into the start of this race. Mutual windows still do remain open. And they are ready to restart the reloading process after the late scratch of number 4, Cowboy Cadillac, who got loose in the loose right before the race. MISE. Here is Sentosa. Up next is Chilla Tang. Billy Sweet Dynasty. Up next will be Damn Straight. Here is Pretty Girl's Dream. Three behind the gate, Sweet Candy Jess, Secret of the Con, and Nip It in the Bud. Here's Secret of the Con. Up next is Sweet Candy Jess. Sweet Candy Jess has gone in. One behind the gate. Nip It in the Bud. Turning around sideways, now coming up to the gate. And in the gate. And they're racing slow start for Sentosa. Going out for the LED is MISE along with Chill It Hang, then Billy Sweet Dynasty, and Pretty Girl's Dream is going well. Chill It Hang, Pretty Girl's Dream, Chill It Hang, Pretty Girl's Dream. That is tight on the wire, Chill It Hang or Pretty Girl's Dream. Billy Sweet Dynasty did run third. Ladies and gentlemen, the photo sign on the board after race 2. Please hold all tickets. Results of the photo, the winner number 2, Chill It Hang. Second to number 8, Pretty Girl's Dream. Third to number 7, Billy Sweet Dynasty. And fourth to number 9, Secret of the Con. 2879. Those are the unofficial results. Please hold all tickets until it's declared official. And now returning to the winner's circles, number 2, Chill It Hang. 2-year-old Sorrow Colt by Chilitos on his fancy pants. Owned by Mike and Kathy McNeven. The winning trainer is Joe Davis. The winning jockey is Julian Zavala. Chill It Hang was bred in Louisiana by Grant Farms LLC. Chill It Hang covering the 330 yards in 16.72 3 seconds. Congratulations to Chill It Hang, to the Connection's second winner. Second straight win for Chill It Hang out at the current meeting. Race 2 has now been declared official. 2879 gone official here in race 2. That 10-cent superfecta 2879 returns $38.42. The daily double here on 8-2 returns 61.20. The 8-4 consolation daily double with the scratch of number 4 Cowboy Cadillac 25.50. The exacta pays 8.70. Trifecta was 23.45, and the superfecta 38.42. We now move on to today's third race. In race 3, there'll be a jockey to be announced on number 1, Genton Tukosi. Post time for the third race in 21 minutes at 2:10. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Coming third round, number The horses for today's third race out here at Wyoming Downs now coming on the track. Race 3 is a mixed allowance for 3-year-olds and upwards. Introducing the field here for race 3, number 1 is Gettin' Too Cozy, owned by Michelle A. Hurley, trained by Skip Moody. The new jockey is Daniel Carrillo. Number 2 is Tristan C. Matt's TC Rambling Moon, conditioned by Jess R. Matt. The jockey is Jacob Cardenas. Number 3 is Y.O. Zumanali, owned by Mike Herringfield, trained by Travis Floss. The jockey is Kayvon Serrano. Number 4 is Katie's Boy Joe, owned by Jeannie Anderson, trained by R. Mike Scudder. The rider is C.J. Ben. Number 5 is Connie Underwood's Clyde's Little Pilgrim, conditioned by Kevin Williams. The rider is Juan Carlos Rivas. Number 6 is Cartel Can Fly, owned by David L. Wisdom, trained by Robert Don Johnson. In the saddle is Cody Kellenberger. Number 7 is Where's Texas, owned by Phil Dennis, trained by Dan Dennison. The jockey is Jimmy Coates. And rounding out this field, number 8, Matoli Two Socks, owned by Jason and Francis Latimer, trained by Simon Beechler. The jockey is Luis Valenzuela. Race 3 offers win, place, show, $1 exacta, 50-cent trifecta, 10-cent superfecta, the $1 daily double here on races 3 and 4, and the 50-cent pick 3 on races 3 through 5. A field of 8, they will go 870 yards. Post time is in 3 minutes at 2:10. The horses are approaching the starting gate. Less than 2 minutes to post time. Less than 2 minutes. And they've reached the starting gate. It's post time. Set to load them in for the third race out here at Wyoming Downs. 8-5 and number 3, Wyo Zumanali, ran in the Wyoming Distance Challenge Championship. 5-2 on number 8, Matoli Tusox, ran 8th out here during the recent outing. Third choice in the wagering at 5-1 are both numbers 4, Katie's Boy Joe, and number 6, Cartel Can Fly. Getting too cozy. The first one to go into the gate. Here is Cartel Can Fly. Up next is going to be TC Rambling Moon. Here is Clyde's Little Pilgrim, one of 2 grays in this race. Here is Wares, Texas, the other gray, Wyo Zumanali. 2 behind the gate, Katie's Boy Joe and Matoli Tusox. Katie's Boy Joe has gone in. 1 behind the gate, Matoli Tusox. Backed off sideways. A little encouragement here by the assistant starters. They've got Matoli Tusox in. We are set for the start. And they're racing. Wyo Zumanali is out very fast, along with Matoli Tusox, who gets into second. Clyde's Little Pilgrim going back through the field quickly. Katie's Boy Joe is right there, along with TC Rambling Moon. There's Wares, Texas in the orange now, 5 lengths off the lead. Clyde's Little Pilgrim being passed by Cartel Can Fly. And getting too cozy is the trailer. Wyo Zumanali, the one to catch at the top of the stretch. Matoli Tusox. Here comes TC Rambling Moon from the inside. Just in behind that is Katie's Boy Joe. Extreme outside is Cartel Can Fly. Wyo Zumanali now being caught by Matoli Tusox. Cartel Can Fly flying. Matoli Tusox to win from Cartel Can Fly. Wyo Zumanali ran third. Ladies and gentlemen, the photo sign on the board after race 3. Please hold all tickets. The unofficial results here of race 3 won by number 8, Matoli Two Socks. Second to number 6, Cartel Can Fly. Third to number 3, Wyo Zumanali. And fourth to number 7, Where's Texas. 8637. Ladies and gentlemen, please note the stewards have posted the inquiry sign here in race 3. It is involving number 6, Cartel Can Fly. Stewards inquiry, please hold all tickets until this result is declared official. And now returning to the winner's circle is number 8, Matoli Two Socks. 3-year-old brown gelding by Matoli out of Oh So Sweet and Simple. Owned by Jason and Francis Latimer. The winning trainer is Simon Beechler and the winning jockey is Luis Valenzuela. Matoli Two Socks was bred in Texas by his owners. Matoli Two Socks covering the 870 yards here in 45.64 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the stewards have ruled there be no change to this order of finish. Race 3 should be declared here shortly. They were looking at number 6, Cartel Can Fly, at the break. Again, race 3 should be declared here shortly. And race 3 has now been declared official. 8-6-3-7. We've gone official here in race 3. The $1 exacta here on 8-6 returns $25.80, 50-cent trifecta 8-6-3, $36.80. That 10-cent superfecta 8-6-3-7 returns $34.99. The $1 daily double here of 2-8 returns $25.60. We now move on to today's fourth race. The fourth race is sponsored by Murdoch's. In race 4, number 3, UD Golden Boy plus 1 pound. Number 5, Blazing Cowgirl 1-2-3 plus 2 pounds. A rider change on number 6, Steph Ann. Make the jockey Juan Carlos Rivas. Juan Carlos Rivas, the new rider, on number 6, Steph Ann. Weight remains the same. And number 8, Version T, is 4 pounds overweight. Post time for the fourth race is in 23 minutes at 2:42. The horses for today's fourth race now coming on the track. Race 4 sponsored by Murdoch's, a quarter horse allowance for 3 and upwards. Prince, owned by David and Ross Hinkins, trained by Skip Moody, CJ Ben. Muds and Blondes, owned, trained by Number 3 is UD Golden Boy, on Uriel Dominguez, condition Gerardo Vera. Owned by the riders Julian Zavala. Number 5 is Page, conditioned by Sergio. Number 6 is Stefan, owned by Sergio Ramirez, trained by Jose Gutierrez. The rider is Juan Carlos Rivas. Number 7 by Stan Young, the rider is Burger. Number 8 is Virgin T, owned by Cali, the rider Moreno. Number 9 is David Hinkins and Friends, conditioned by Rayleigh Jones, the rider. And number 10 is owned by Kim Paulson, trained by Brittany Richens. The rider is Brian Juarez. Race for $1 exacta, 50 cents. A field of 10, they will go the distance of 350 yards. Post time is in 8 minutes at 2:04. Murdoch's Ranch. They have animal health, fencing, clothing, foot tools, hardware. At the end of the day, they're also the buckle sponsor of Uncooked Horse. Again, sponsor Murdoch. The horses are approaching the starting gate. 2 minutes. Post time is in 2 minutes. And they've reached the starting gate. It's post time. Set to load them in for the fourth race out here at Wyoming Downs, sponsored by Murdoch's. 3-1 on the board for number 2, Ivory Buds and Blossoms, and number 9, Butter Off Friends. Ivory Buds and Blossoms ran second, beaten a nose a couple years ago in our closing day Wyoming Downs Futurity. Butter Off Friends also running in some stakes races down here at Los Alamitos. And run once out here during our meeting, running a good third. Third choice in the wagering at 9-2 is number 7, One Sweet Duck. Number 4, Banquet. Also at 7-2, Banquet running in the Wyoming Bred Derby, running second. And One Sweet Duck again ran 3 years ago here on closing day in the Wyoming Downs Futurity. Ran second to JR Dash of Coronado. Has now been racing down at Los Alamitos in Southern California. So waiting on Blazing Cowgirl, 1, 2, 3. Here is Butter Off Friends. It's gone. Now Butter Off Friends going in, one behind the gate. Kimmy to complete the lineup. In the gate. And they're racing. One Sweet Duck broke a little bit outward. It's Ivory Buds and Blossoms, who's out very quick along with UD Golden Boy. Then BDR Prince, and behind that one is One Sweet Duck. UD Golden Boy coming at Ivory Buds and Blossoms. UD Golden Boy is beating out Ivory Buds and Blossoms. One Sweet Duck for third. Butter Off Friends ran fourth. The unofficial results here of race 4, sponsored by Murdoch's, won by number 3, UD Golden Boy. Photo sign on the board for the second, third, and fourth positions. Results still unofficial. Please hold all tickets until it's declared official. The second place finisher went to number 2, Ivory Buds and Blossoms. Third to number 7, One Sweet Duck. Fourth to number 9, Butter Off Friends. 3-2-7-9. We're still unofficial here in race 4. And now returning to the winner's circle in race 4, sponsored by Murdoch's, the winner number 3, UD Golden Boy. 10-year-old Brown Gelding by JR Dynasty Mountain out of BVL Gary B. Owned by Lucerio Uriel Dominguez. The winning trainer is Uriel Lucero Dominguez. The winning jockey is Gerardo Vera. UD Golden Boy bred in Utah by his owners. UD Golden Boy covering the 350 yards here in 17.481 seconds. Race 4 has now been declared official. 3-2-7-9. We've gone official here in race 4. The prices here for race 4, the $1 exacta 3-2 returns $31.80. 50-cent trifecta 327 returns $45.50. The 10-cent superfecta 3279, that payout $44.77. And that finally that $1 daily double payout 8-3 returns $171.20. We now move on to today's 5th race. It's the featured of 3 ones. It's a big one on the afternoon. It's the Wyoming Downs Futurity, the buckle sponsor, Woods Farm, with a purse of $235,750. This year's Wyoming Downs Futurity overweight on number 1, You Got Lit Up, plus 4 pounds. Number 2, Dulce Cubata, plus 5 pounds. Number 3, Bob Speedy St. Jess, plus 4 pounds. Number 4, IB Popping, plus 2 pounds. Number 6, CGR Crooked Cowboy, plus 4 pounds. Number 8, Sharp Dressed Man, 36, plus 2 pounds. Number 9, Freedom, plus 4 pounds. And number 10, He's Gifted, is 2 pounds overweight. Post time for the Wyoming Downs Futurity Race 5 is in 21 minutes, scheduled at 3:10.